Hello, welcome to the second project for Excel 2A for Sam. I will read the printed instructions that I have here and I will go through them with you. So step 1 says you are an assistant manager at Rough Stitch Clothing, a boutique clothing store. The store owner has asked you to generate a report detailing the financials of the store from 2018 to 2021 and at the same time format the store's staff list. Switch to the profit analysis worksheet and apply the office theme to the workbook. So for themes, in page layout on the left-hand side, you'll see themes. Click here, choose the office one. Number 2, update the column and row sizes in this worksheet as described below. Change the width of column A to 15. So we'll click here, right click, column width, and here you can put in exactly 15 rather than dragging it. Some people try to drag it here and see how it's kind of really hard to get exactly 15. So the best way to do it is to right click and click on column width. 2B says apply AutoFit to row 1 so that the row height best fits the content it contains. So we'll go back to home and format and AutoFit row height. There we go. Number 3 in cell B9. Create a formula using the sum function to total the values in the range B5, B8 to determine the total sales in 2018 across all departments. So we are going to put in a formula. So we'll start with our equal sign. We'll type in the sum, open bracket, and it asks us to use B5 colon B8. So a range that includes everything between B5 to B8. You'll see that the blue box surrounds everything. That's what we call a range. And close your bracket and click enter. Number 4, format the range B9 to E9 using the accounting number format. So B9 to E9. We need to change the number format. So here in the number group, we'll click here. Actually, we have a few things we need to do. We need to change it to 0 decimal places and $sign as the symbol. So we'll click on this drop down right here. And then we'll choose accounting. The default is for 2, so we're going to have to change that down to 0 and symbol $sign. There we go. So you'll notice here's your $sign shows up and there's no decimal place. Number 5, change the fill color of the range A9 to E9 to yellow. So we need to change the fill color. Format cells. Click on your fill. And it wants yellow from the standard colors palette, which is this one down here. And the 4th column. Number 6, apply a top and thick bottom border cell border to the range A9, E9. That's what we already have selected. So we will look to our borders right here. Top and thick bottom border. There we go. Number 7 says you want to calculate some business statistics, average, highest, and low sales figures from each year across all departments. In cell B10, create a formula using the average function to calculate the average sales figure across all departments, which is range B5 to B8. So we're just going to do equals. We're going to type in our average Open our bracket and then type in the range they want. Close your bracket and enter. So you have your average there. Use the fill handle and copy it to B10. So we click here, hover till we find our fill handle, click and drag it over to E10. Now we're looking for the highest, which in Excel is called the max formula. So number 8 says to create the formula using the max for the same range. So we're just going to go equals MAX, open bracket. The same range again, you can type it in or you can also go like this. Close your bracket and go. Again, they want you to fill handle this over. And the last one, number 9, the lowest is going to be your minimum function. So in Excel, it looks like min. So equals MIN, open bracket, same range again, close your bracket and hit enter. They want you to fill handle this one over as well. There we go. Number 10, you need to determine the profit generated each year across all departments in cell B22. Create a formula without using a function that subtracts the total expenses for 2018, which is cell B19, from the total sales for 2019, which is cell B9. So they're taking B19 from B9 means B9 goes first. So it's without a formula, meaning you don't type any words in, but hit a function. Sorry, there's no function, so there's no words. However, to make it a formula, click your equal sign. Again, you're taking B19 from B9, so B9 goes first, subtract B19. You don't need to close a bracket here because you didn't open one. You don't need to. There we go. Copy that formula over to E22. Number 11 says you want to visually highlight any year with a loss or negative profit. Apply conditional formatting rule to the range B22 to E22. Use the new rule options. Conditional formatting is up here on the Home tab. New rule. Select the rule type format only cells that contain. So format only cells that contain. C says to change the rule description to format only cells with a cell value. That's your cell value here of less than 0 with a red fill color. So we click on format and we go to fill and we click on the red right here. And right click OK, and you'll see those numbers that were in brackets mean they're negative numbers, and that conditional rule just highlighted them in red. Number 12 says to modify the worksheet format as described below. Change the page orientation of the worksheet to portrait. So you click on page layout, orientation, portrait. Just double check to make sure that's right. Portrait. Change the margins to narrow. Click margins, narrow. Number 13, apply a header to the worksheet and then enter rough stitch clothing profit analysis in the center section. So to enter in a header, we are going to go to the view and we're going to look at the page layout. So I'll just scroll up to the top there to see it. Here's your header. See that it highlights 3 boxes here, the left, the middle, and the right. It wants you to add it into the center, so just click once inside and type in rough stitch clothing profit analysis. Click outside and it's already entered in there. Return to normal view. So we go to view. Oh, and we see that we can't choose it yet because we're still in the header and footer view. So to get out of the header and footer view, on normal Word document, there's a closed header and footer here, but there's not in this in Excel. So just click outside of your header. Then go to View and click Normal. Number 14, click on cell A1 and then check the spelling to identify and correct any spelling errors on the worksheet. Review tab, spelling. Hint, you should find and correct at least one spelling mistake. I'm assuming that's payroll because payroll is spelled with 2 L's. Spell check complete. Number 15 says switch to employee discount worksheet. Rough Stitch Clothing offers employees discounts based on how long an employee has worked at the store. All employees forgot to enter their employee ID, so you need to input this information. The ID of an employee consists of the first letter of his or her first and last name together followed by a dash, the first 2 letters of the department followed by a dash, and the department code. For instance, in cell D4, enter the text. In cell D4, enter the text MA-WO, capital O, 010. Now, you can select the range C2, so D3 to D7, and use the flash fill. Flash fill's not there. So our flash fill is going to be on the home page and format. Flash fill. I can't remember where to find flash fill, so we're going to have a little peek. Here we go. It's a little different on this computer than when it works. So if ever you get stuck, just do what I did. Start from the beginning, have a look through, see if anything looks familiar because everything is labeled. So I'm looking for something that says flash fill. These little ones that aren't labeled, just hover and you'll get a name. So I found flash fill over here in the data tools. I hovered and I saw flash fill. Click on flash fill and it will automatically pick up on the pattern of how we are creating this based off of this information. And they flash filled it. Number 16, the range F3 to F7 shows an employee's discount. So F3 to F7. Format the range using the percentage number format with 0 decimal places. So again, we did this in the Home tab. There's a drop down here, percentage, and default is 2 decimal places, so change it down to 0. And there you go. Number 17, format the date value in cell B9 using the short dates. B9 using the short dates. So the short dates up here, short date. If you get dashes instead of slashes right here, that probably means your computer is set up in centimeters instead of inches. And there's a YouTube video that you can view. It should be on World Classroom. If not, just email me and ask me, and I can send you the link for the video. Number 18 says change the page orientation of the worksheet to landscape. So page orientation will be in page layout, orientation, change to landscape. All right, and we are done. So we're going to go File, Save As, Browse. We're going to make sure that we have it saved in the documents. So you'll always be able to find it in your documents. The name of it when you download it off SAM is _1. I need you to change that to a 2 every single time. Save. All right, you'll see the name change at the top there so you know it's done and you are ready to submit.